Straight to the air is Carr. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You're mine. White. What's up?
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The Lions at 2-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Well, Jumbo.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's got room. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Go! Check it!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now they'll audible to something else. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Johnson will take it in. Touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Express.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good. We're Raider 1.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Down. White Monday down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
What now?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt.
In punt formation for the Lions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, Toronto.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Dragons take a 3-touchdown lead. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Dragons 28, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We're good.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, that's Antoine Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down in a yard. Carr now to throw. Right side to Williams. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Panther 60. Let go.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Give up the middle to Johnson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
Down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, now Carr. He'll buy some time right. Down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Monday, down. Low. Blue 80.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down. What's up?
They'll go for it. It's Carr rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, People continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fielded at the 43. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Johnson going right. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On the go.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
5 down.
Carr going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Raider 9.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
New strike, Chiefs. That's it.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
OP.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
White.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Play action. Now it's Carr. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.